Hey, I'm Kristen from A Mindful Mom, and today I'm going to teach you how to make the best homemade hummus. If you're new here, welcome to my kitchen. I love sharing easy recipes that your family will love. And today I'm going to teach you how to make one of my all-time favorite snacks, hummus. And this truly is the best recipe for hummus for a few reasons. One is it's fresh. There is nothing better than fresh hummus. If you've had hummus from a restaurant, you know how much better tasting it is than anything you buy at the store. And that's because there's no preservatives and the ingredients are quality and fresh. So this is one case where fresh is definitely best. The second reason this hummus is the best is because you can make it how you like it. You can make it with extra garlic or with smoked paprika for a smoky taste. You can make it with tahini, or if you have an allergy to sesame seeds or you don't have tahini on hand, you can make it without tahini. I promise it'll still be delicious. And the third reason this is the best recipe, it's because it's so much more affordable than buying hummus from the store. So not only does it taste better, it's cheaper to make, which bonus. The reason this is so affordable is because we're starting this recipe with dried chickpeas. But even if you start with canned chickpeas, which you can do, this recipe still costs significantly less than what you typically purchase prepared hummus for at the grocery store. I'm starting this recipe with dried chickpeas for a couple of reasons. One, I get to control the ingredients right from the get-go. I get to control the sodium, there's no added preservatives to the chickpeas, and I get to cook my chickpeas a little bit longer so that they are much creamier and softer than canned chickpeas, meaning this hummus is going to be super creamy. I'm going to use 1 cup of dried chickpeas and I'm going to cook them in my Instant Pot, which means I don't have to soak my chickpeas, meaning I can start this hummus whenever the craving strikes. So the first thing you need to do is measure out 1 cup of dried chickpeas. That's going to be the equivalent of about 3 cups of cooked chickpeas. We're going to rinse our chickpeas well, and then we're going to add right to our Instant Pot. We're going to cover with about 6 cups of cold filtered water. And then we're going to place our lid on our Instant Pot. Make sure your vent knob is pointed towards sealed, and we're going to set cook time for 40 minutes. Now, 40 minutes is going to turn our chickpeas to extremely soft, almost mushy, which for hummus is perfect. If you wanted to make chickpeas for like a salad or roasted chickpeas, you would only need to cook for 30 minutes on high pressure. To set cook time, hit manual or pressure cook and then use the plus or minus buttons and adjust until it reads 40. We're going to let the Instant Pot do its thing. It's going to take a little while to come to pressure because there's so much liquid in there, and then cook time will start. Once cook time has elapsed, let pressure release naturally. That's really important when you're cooking beans so that they can finish cooking and that when you try to do a quick release, all that starchy liquid won't come spewing out the vent knob. So just let the Instant Pot be. It'll take about 15 minutes for pressure to release naturally. Once cook time has elapsed, open your Instant Pot. I'm going to use a little slotted spoon here, and I'm going to scoop out my cooked chickpeas and I'm going to transfer them to a food processor that's been fit with an S-blade. If you don't have one of these spider spoons, just drain off your chickpeas over a colander, but make sure you reserve the cooking liquid. We're going to use that to help blend up our hummus until it's super creamy and super smooth. To our food processor, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add in a half a teaspoon of cumin for a smoky flavor. That's an optional ingredient. 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. That's another optional ingredient, but I love the smokiness that smoked paprika adds to this hummus. I'm also going to add in about 1/2 tablespoon of freshly minced garlic. If you don't like garlic, omit it. If you really love garlic, use up to a tablespoon. The next thing I'm going to add is fresh lemon juice. Now, you really want to make sure that you're using juice from fresh lemons versus a jarred lemon juice because the taste is so much better when it's fresh. To get the juices flowing in your lemon, pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds whole. Once it comes out, roll it on the counter to get those juices moving, and then cut it open. To juice my lemon, I actually use my KitchenAid attachment, my mixer for my KitchenAid attachment, and then just hold it over a mixing cup and use the mixer to go back and forth to get out all the juice. And then I'm going to strain that over my food processor. That's about 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice, or the juice of 1 large lemon. I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of the reserved cooking liquid. You can start with 1/4 cup, and then you can add in an additional 1/4 cup if you really want your hummus creamy or you find that you need to add a little bit more liquid. I like my hummus really creamy, so I add in the 1/2 cup right from the get-go. I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of tahini. Now, tahini is just ground sesame seeds. If you don't have tahini or you have an allergy to sesame, by all means, omit it. It's not that big of a deal. It does add some flavor, but you can use in its place sunflower seed butter, or you can just add in an additional 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil to keep your hummus nice and creamy. Put your lid on your food processor and turn it on, and you're gonna let that process until your chickpeas are broken down and they're nice and creamy. Once the chickpeas have broken down, we're gonna add in some olive oil while the food processor is running. Remove the chute from the top of the food processor lid and add in 3 tablespoons of olive oil, drizzling in slowly. Once that's done, you can see how creamy our hummus is. You want to give it a taste, and you want to see if you need to add in any salt, or if you want to add in any additional cooking liquid or lemon juice or garlic. And then if you do add in anything else, pop the lid back on and process quickly again. Dish it up, and you can serve it with pita bread or fresh vegetables. It's great on sandwich spreads. It's delicious. I personally love it with vegetables. It helps me get in my daily vegetable intake. It's so fresh. It's so creamy. It's so smoky thanks to the smoked paprika. I'm telling you, this truly is the best hummus. I hope you guys give it a try, and I hope that you check out more Instant Pot recipes from mindfulmom.com. I'll see you in the next video.